What's up everyone, welcome to Ben's Car Reviews. I'm Ben and today we'll be dissecting the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport. Let's get right into it with the chart. Your 2024 Bronco Sport is going to have 5 different trim levels for you to choose from. Big Bend, Heritage, Sport Freewheeling, Outer Banks, and the Badlands. That Big Bend starts you off at just under $30,000 and that Badlands is going to round you out at just over $38,000. So not a bad price difference here across these 5. Hopefully there is one that fits your eye and gets you behind the wheel of one and fits your budget as well. Engine options there are 2. Those first 4 trims are going to have a standard 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine, 181 horsepower, 190 pound-feet of torque. If you opt for the Badlands, you're going to get a 2 liter EcoBoost with more power, 250 horsepower, 277 pound-feet. Definitely noticeable difference there, but nothing crazy, but a benefit for going for that top trim. Both paired with an 8-speed auto. All these trims have standard 4x4 capability. Looking at the MPGs, that 1.5 liters got to do pretty well as far as mileage, 25 city, 28 highway. 2 liters got to do a little worse, but still not that bad. 21 city, 26 on the highway. Real quick, guys, here are Ben's Car Reviews. I started with most accurate, relevant information under 10 minutes. There's no misleading and no waste of time. That's something that's intriguing to you and like this content as you watch. Please like and subscribe so you can continue to grow the channel. Let's keep going. The Bronco Sport has no doubt taken over a large portion of the small SUV market since it came on the scene in recent years. Certainly a unique design and providing a smaller route to getting a Bronco compared to its bigger brother, it checks off many boxes for people. Let's get into what's going on for the exterior and mechanical side first for 2024. As mentioned, the design is unlike anything else right now, which I love. I love unique things, and within that there are 2 trims that are specifically very unique. The Heritage Edition being one, it's inspired by the original 1966 Bronco. The Sport Freewheeling being the other, and that is inspired by the 77 to 81 Bronco that was offered in a limited run, and Ford says it looks to follow its retro roots. Certainly unique. I definitely think they are both specific maybe to people who might like those. You don't really see any of those on the roads, but if that's your thing, pretty cool because not many vehicles look like that. The headlight design is where this Bronco really separates itself from the pack for design. You either love it or hate it, and I think there are many reasons to like it. LEDs all around for you in those lights. One of the reasons I would say you should like it is because it's not your standard, C-shaped daytime running light or the basic kind of angled triangle look. I like how there's circles. Definitely some unique touches there. 17-inch wheels are nearly all standard for these trims, but the Outer Banks has 18-inch standard. Big Bend has an option for 18-inch as well. All-terrain tires are also available depending on how you trim. Out back, there are dual exhaust tips, standard, and they look pretty sharp. A little higher above those, there's a flip-up rear glass that helps accommodate that back end access. Michael Scott would have been all over that one for my office fans out there. When it comes to drive modes, Ford has you covered. Standard GOAT modes, which stands for goes over any type of terrain, features 5 settings: sand, slippery, sport, eco, and normal. The Badlands comes with 2 additional modes, which are mud ruts and rock crawl. Also standard on the Badlands, Ford Trail Control lets you focus on steering during low speed and off-road use by controlling your vehicle's acceleration and braking. You can use Trail Control under 20 miles per hour and under 5 miles per hour in reverse. The advanced 4x4 system with twin clutch rear drive can send power to one singular wheel, even if the rest have no traction, so definitely a cool touch if you're looking to get yourself in some precarious situations. The standard high performance off-road stability suspension, or HOS suspension system, tested in the outdoors and optimized to help drivers maintain vehicle composure while aggressively taking on rugged terrain, says Ford. This thing is definitely geared, advertised, oriented for off-road use. When equipped with the Class 2 trailer tow package, there's a max towing capacity of 2,000 pounds. With the 1.5 liter, the 2 liter has a max towing of 2,200 pounds. When it comes to the best bang for your buck, the decision is a tad frustrating to choose for me. For one, wanting the 2 liter engine requires the top trim, which is pushing $40,000 and $9,000 over the base Big Bend. Secondly, if the designs are of the Heritage Edition and Sport Freewheeling aren't your style and you want more than the Big Bend, you're forced to go with the Outer Banks. However, that's not too big of a deal. It sits roughly $4,000 over the Big Bend and will ramp up standard features. So I see that as being the best deal, the best bang for your buck. Yes, the Badlands has more power, but it's not enough to justify the $5,000 jump to it. If you want more power, there's other ways to spend $39,000 also to get it. At a first impression, this interior isn't as jaw-dropping as I would have expected, especially looking at what Ford is doing in their other models. They're pretty cookie cutter, none of the features particularly stand out, and there's not too much to report on here compared to others. You're going to get an 8-inch touchscreen standard, which is good enough, but I think a 10-inch would fit in here better, visually and just, for your money. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capability. The driver's information area is clean looking and offers a nice way to view your important information. A 4.2-inch setup is standard. There's a larger 6.5-inch to be had if you option high enough. Love the Bronco logo on the steering wheel though, instead of a Ford logo. Gives it such more character and adds, for me, a level to this overall feel. There's an available 180-degree camera, good for your trailing. Wireless charging and a moonroof are options for all trims. Standard sound system is a 6-speaker, but there's a 10-speaker Bang & Olufsen that is an option. Seating materials are primarily cloth. Heated seats are standard at the very top of the trim ladder. The sport freewheeling has ombre stitching and a sunset weave pattern on the seats. Definitely pretty cool there. It's definitely something I've not seen on other models. 65.2 cubic feet of max cargo volume, and slightly less if you have the Badlands, but not too bad for a vehicle this size. That is with all the seats down. Ford sets you up well with standard driver's assist, safety and technology features, and there's many more optional. Overall, I think this interior is adequate and good enough for the money. That's pushing it though, I think, but I think some more flash and pizzazz is warranted. I bet if we get a redesign for 2025, it'll ramp up quite a bit. There needs to be more standard for the money. In review, guys, if you've been eyeing this Bronco Sport since it came out, you've been on the fence whether you want to get one or not, and you're saying this is your year, you got to go after it here in 2024. I think it's definitely a unique option for you, as I've said. Totally unique look. Yes, there's a lot of them on the road, but who cares, really? I mean, that's something particularly that I like. I like having a vehicle you don't see every day, but still, if this is the design you want, then go for it. I think there's a lot of character here, a lot of history with the Bronco. Definitely a cool option compared to others. And speaking of others, what's this going up against? I think a big one off the bat would be the Jeep Cherokee, especially the trail-rated one, that going with some off-road capability. But this could also get pinned up against like a Subaru Crosstrek, something like that. There's definitely things that could go against this, and I'll throw a review for those at the end of this video. I do have the Crosstrek. So definitely options out there beyond this, but like I've said, these are super popular, probably for a reason. Hopefully Ford's making a good product here, and it'll be a great vehicle for years to come. I have no experience driving one, but like I said, you see them everywhere. You gotta see them everywhere for a reason. So if this is the route you want to go, I think you're making a good call. Should be a fun vehicle and a unique one to be in, that's for sure. Hopefully this video laid things out clear for you guys. Thank you for watching this Benz car review. Please subscribe if not already. If you need it for a future review, drop in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Like, comment, remember the channel, have that option. Check that out, join if you'd like. I'll catch you on the next Benz car review.